I'm so fucking tired of being disappointed by men. I'm so fucking tired of getting hurt. I'm so fucking tired of men lying and then calling it honesty. I'm so tired of men pretending like they want to be in a relationship with you and literally pretend and act like they are in a relationship with you just for them to turn around weeks later and say they don't want a relationship with you. So what the fuck were you doing the entire time? Were we playing pretend? How old are we? I thought we stopped playing pretend when we turned like 9. Why are we still doing it? Why are you a little boy in a man's body? Why have you not matured yet? Why do I have to be disappointed and feel like a fool every fucking time?
How can you pretend or act like you're in a relationship with somebody? You either are or you're not. And she clearly was not. She just deluded herself into thinking she was. But she couldn't get any of those guys to commit to her, so they called it off.
I'm so tired, because from what I've also learned about guys is that they know right away. They know pretty early on if they see it with you or they don't, and they're not going to waste their fucking time if they don't see it, right? And I'm not talking about like just keeping you around, kind of breadcrumbing you just to like be able to get into your pants so that, you know, you go out on a night out so that they can text you at 2 a.m. and you come over. I'm just saying, like, I've gone through enough, I've been through enough that like I know the difference. I can usually spot the difference. I'm talking about guys that are coming over, cooking me dinner, hanging out multiple times a week, going on dates, paying for things. I'm meeting their friends, they're meeting my friends. Like, very much dating, right? So you can do all of the long-term relationship-y things with me, but then turn around and say you don't see the long-term relationship with me.
Just because the guy is cooking for her, hanging out with her, or she's meeting his friends, it doesn't mean he wants to be in a relationship with her yet. All of these things happen before a long-term commitment is established, to see if she can fit into his lifestyle. But apparently, she did not fit into his lifestyle.
Everyone's like, oh my god, Lindsay, how do you deal with heartache? How do you deal with like getting rejected and getting your feelings hurt? I like don't handle it well, but the more it happens, the better I become at just like fucking letting it go. I used to always turn it around and be like, okay, well, what happened and why me and what did I do wrong and why didn't he like me? Now, there's no rhyme or reason. I've literally learned that it is nothing to do with me. And that's not to say I'm perfect. That's not to say that, like, you know, everyone has to like me. But it doesn't matter, honestly, what they tell me. It doesn't make it any better. So asking them, like, what went wrong, save yourself the fucking time. Save yourself the text message. Save yourself. They're gonna lie. You're never gonna get the real truth.
So it's nothing to do with her, but it keeps happening to her over and over again. Regardless of how many different guys she meets, they are the problem and it's not her. I don't know why these chicks refuse to take accountability or do some self-reflection.
Sucks to get excited about someone and to really put your time and energy and for it to be reciprocated and for it to be going well and then for it to be taken away from you without you understanding and without getting any type of like good reason, because most likely it has nothing to do with you. Because honestly, I think he could see a long-term relationship with me because he wouldn't have done all that shit if he couldn't have. And it's something that he needs to deal with within himself. Either one, he's not ready for a long-term relationship, period. Not because it's with you, with anyone. And maybe you were the first girl that he actually started to see and feel a long-term relationship with. And he panicked. He freaked out. He had put his foot in the water and he panicked and got cold feet and basically blamed it on you. When in reality, he might have some unhealed trauma, isn't over his ex-girlfriend, is stressed out. Like, you never fucking know, but most of the time, the guy is not going to take the responsibility or take the time to probably self-reflect and deep dive into why he can't see a relationship with you when you guys get along like a house on fire, and he probably won't find someone that he gets along better with in a while. And maybe he'll figure it out later and, you know, and be like, oh shit, I probably shouldn't have done that. But by that point, it's going to be too fucking late. So I can sit here and boo-hoo and be upset and, you know, and try to hope that he figures out what he lost, or just understand that the person that you're meant to be with won't fucking, like, let you go and will realize how special the person in front of them is and won't do shit like this.
Wow, her last segment is really the pot calling the kettle black. Not only did she refuse to take accountability, but she tried to give all the advice towards him that she should actually be giving towards herself. At this stage, she's just trying to boost her ego and make herself out to be perfect. This is what modern women do. They have huge egos, call themselves 10 out of 10, and act as if they never need to change or do anything to get a man to commit. But men must do countless things for women. They believe men should accept them as they are, or there is something wrong with men and not them. She tells herself he lost something and that she's special. But if she was so special, I'm sure those men wouldn't have dumped her.
Oh shit.